Ross, we'll keep it short and sweet, but another good outing today here at QPR.
Yeah, good test, different test. Easington was a different challenge, and today another different challenge. Good footballing team, young, energetic team we played. Some really nice technical players, and they made us work, and that's exactly what we wanted pre-season for. So slightly different in terms of the setup and the personnel, some tweaks on the starting team and the second team. But yeah, really good workout. We obviously appreciate the game from QPR and the boys and the staff. But yeah, we learned a lot today. So really pleased with some of the performances. I thought second half was better. It felt more real. First half we were a little bit slow, a little bit passive. But you know, they're a good team. They've got some good youngsters. They're bright, energetic, and they're playing in a really good manner. So different challenge, but a real good one tonight, I thought.
Yeah, great to come here as well and play on an absolutely immaculate surface. How will that compare to the pitches in the National League North?
It's very different. I think the first probably month of the season it will be like that. Great surface here. No sort of arguments or complaints about, or no excuses if it's going to bobble. So the boys didn't have any excuses, but it will be slightly different in the National League North. I think the boys need to understand that pre-season this pitch was absolutely brilliant. We might have a couple early in the season, but you know, the National League North sometimes is a bit grim. The pitches are a little bit worn out and bobbly and sandy, so you know, we have to adapt to that. So we've done well last season to adapt to it. This pre-season is really good to get the minutes in. I thought they made us work, and exactly what we need in pre-season. We want to run, we want to work, and we want the distances to be high. So yeah, great game for us.
Yeah, 2 games in however many days, and I imagine you've learnt a lot in the past few days.
We have. It's been different games. Easington was a different game today. Today was a more of a technical, tactical one. Easington was a little bit more sort of counter-attacks and a bit second ball fight, bobbles, ricochets, and just earning the right to play, really. But today was definitely a different test, and you know, ones the boys look forward to, and they. I thought they were really excited today to start it. I thought first half again was a bit slow. I want more. The 2 goals that we conceded earlier were poor. So we've got to look at that. But you know, pre-season's a time to make mistakes and learn from it. So we hope the boys look at the game, they analyse it, we'll dissect it, and then we'll move on to Banbury now.
Yeah, final one from me. I mentioned before Easington about whether pre-season is just all about fitness, and you said it is about, you know, taking on those snippets of tactical advice and patterns of play that you're giving to the lads in training. Have you started to see any of that yet? Is the stuff that you've been seeing in terms of that aspect of the game pleasing you?
Easington, we saw glimpses. Saw some really good glimpses actually. When we watched it back and we clipped it, we saw some really good moments. Today it was a little bit, I would say, everyone gave the ball away a little bit too cheap. Maybe trying to impress too much. Better opposition, a bit of a crowd. Obviously a top club, trying to try too hard at times. Sometimes that's probably the worst thing to do because you end up doing things you wouldn't normally do. So taking that out, there were some good bits of play. We created some chances, probably should have scored. Another one with Jack, with a nice little through ball. We should probably scored a 1v1. But the 2 first goals we conceded were quite poor, so we need to look at that. But yeah, you know, slowly we're learning about each other. The teams are mixed. There's signed boys, there's young ones that the boys never played with before who are coming through the academy, and there's some boys on trial. So it is difficult to get a free-flowing game going in pre-season, the first 2 games especially. But once we get into the 3rd, 4th and 5th game, we like to think we'll be seeing a lot more patterns, a lot more rotations, a lot more understanding in them out possession. So we've got plenty of time, but the boys need to know it's not going to happen overnight. They need to work hard and, you know, get down to work, because you know the pre-season is massive for every club.
Ross, thanks very much.
Cheers.